Hello, Professor. I can't hear you.
Yeah, I don't think that any of the participants, I see that you're unmuted, but we can't hear any of your audio.
How about this?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hello. What is this? Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear
Yeah.
your audio now.
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
So it's working.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Maybe you should sing for us so we can really tell.
Okay, so great. You guys can hear me. Okay, let's get this going. You guys, and I need to hear you guys as well. Just if you have something to say, go ahead and speak up. Because the whole point of this particular meeting is so we can all get on the same page. So I just want to know how you guys are doing in the class. Is everyone able to follow along? Are you able to find where all the resources are, all the homework is, turn everything in? Are there any issues? Anybody?
I think that everything is pretty straightforward. So far, I haven't run into any issues. It's really convenient that everything, as far as the content, is posted in advance.
Any problems?
It kind of none so far, at least for me.
Are you guys doing okay? Yes or no? What's happening?
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
Yeah, everything's fine. I think the website is very helpful.
Can you hear us? No.
Yeah, I can't hear you guys at all. What is happening? Okay, say something now. I'm gonna unplug this.
Can you hear us? Now we can't hear you.
Okay, so if I plug in the Yeti, you guys can hear me, but if I take this out, you guys cannot hear, I can't hear you. Or
Yeah.
you can't hear me, but I can hear you.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
Okay, this is ridiculous. I don't know why. Maybe I need to restart this whole computer, but I guess we'll save that for the next round. I don't want to like slow your guys' momentum. Okay, so you guys are not having any problems. Yeah, just type everything. So what is going on with you guys? This whole first week, you guys have had 2 assignments. You've had a case study. I haven't read them yet, but I will get to that. How do you guys feel about the flow right now? Okay, are we experiencing any kind of issues at all? do you guys think that given the first and second chapter information, that you are going to be ready for the quiz coming up this week? Because we're going to open up our first quiz today. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys think that you guys are ready. So I know we have a review assignment out, or we should have a review assignment out. How have you guys been doing with that? That's good. Yeah, I wanted to kind of put everything out there so you guys can work ahead. You can follow along with the class regardless, but at least you guys can do it all in your own time. I think that's I feel like if we have to be online, we should be able to take advantage, like full advantage of what an online course should be allowing us to do, which is working at our own pace or working on our own time. So that's why I don't necessarily want to have us sit down on our certain days and just have to stare at the computer, because some of us might have other things to do and all that. But I'm there, I'm ready, I'm available. Well, actually, I'm working really hard on designing a whole different class, because I was given information about that class at the very last minute. But other than that, I'm still here and I'm trying to create any kind of resource that I can to help you guys succeed in this class. And so that you guys can succeed in the future. Actually, that's the main thing. So that you guys can get your jobs when you're finished or start your businesses. So anyway, yeah, the case studies are going to be based on everything. This is where we apply our knowledge that we've been learning from the chapters. Okay, so this is your opinion and your knowledge throughout your whole life, you know, because we're all going to kind of think a little bit differently, but you're going to apply what you learned so far and what you think about that. Okay, so there's really no wrong answer. You guys don't need to get nervous and be all like, oh no, it has to be a certain way. Not at all. Just apply what your interpretation of the knowledge that you have gained so far in the class. And that's what you're going to use to answer the questions. Okay, so the case studies, let me actually share my screen with you and then I can show you where it should be. Let me walk you guys to that. Okay, so ignore this. Okay, here we are, CSCSB. Let me go to my Coyote. Sign in. Okay, then Blackboard. Then courses. Then find your course. Okay, so now we're on our Blackboard course, what you should see. So really over here, the only things that you guys should really be worried about and paying attention to would be a syllabus and attendance. So this is where you, I'm sure many of you have seen, you're gonna log in your attendance. Remember those keywords that I talked about that you're gonna use to submit your attendance? That's what you're gonna put here. Okay, so we're on week 2, so you're gonna submit your attendance on the week 2 attendance section and then all that. Okay, so next we got assignments and exams. So all of our assignments, these are just like your homework assignments, the ones that are due twice a week on Wednesdays and Fridays. I believe I set it up that way right for you guys, I think. So I think it's Wednesdays and Fridays for you guys. And so here are your assignments. This is also going in this section. This is also where I'm going to post the quiz and the the midterm and the final exam. Okay, so those are, you're going to find them in here. Pretty soon, the quiz is going to be open, and you're going to find that in this section. Okay. So next, now let's go to the case studies. So you know what? Maybe I should just go ahead and change this section to case study because that might be confusing you guys. Because I set you guys up in groups already. So that's why I called them group discussions on here. But I can definitely change the name if that's throwing anybody off. But group discussions, this is where we have our case studies going. So whatever group you are in, you're already assigned to a group, so you should be able to have access to whatever group you have. And then you just click on it. And then there you go, group information. I'm gonna go to the group discussion board, and this is where you're gonna find all the case studies for the whole semester, okay? So you can go ahead and work ahead, but since you're gonna be discussing information with your group, I don't know if it's a good idea to work too ahead because the other people might not be at your pace. But yeah, so here they all are, okay? So I did actually give you guys instructions on that in the welcome video, exactly what you're supposed to include in that. So I hope that's clear to you guys. Let me go ahead and move. Actually, you know what? If this is throwing you guys off, I'm gonna go ahead and change this. We're gonna call this case studies, all right? So it's now the case studies section on Blackboard, so we don't get confused, okay? And the case studies are going to all be due on Friday. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop share this so I can see whatever anybody's saying because I can't read that when I'm on share screen. Okay, so where did I leave off? In terms of the case study, I am having trouble with finding where the assignment is. So I just went over assignments, so I hope you saw that. How many posts total do we need for the case study? Well, for the case study, you're going to have to do one one major initial post where you're responding to the questions, okay? And then I need 2 significant posts after that where you're contributing to the conversation, okay? Because they're smaller groups, okay? It's not like you scroll through and you talk to someone else in the class. It's like you're having it. I want you guys to have a real conversation about the questions in your group discussion board section. Okay, so just you 5 people are going to have like an actual conversation. So start it off. Everyone needs to have one major significant post where you're answering questions, or maybe someone already answered the question, but your significant contribution is going to be you find additional information on the internet, and then you can give your opinion and, you know, give them that link so that they can look at that. And then they can offer their opinion or so on and so forth. Okay, so you need to have one major post where you are either answering the questions in full or you are bringing something big to the conversation. Okay, basically write at least a paragraph for the group. Okay, contribute a paragraph of information is what I guess I want to say. And then after that, you have to have a minimum of 2 significant, posts of you contributing more to the conversation. Okay, offering your opinion, your, whatever on what someone is saying. And don't just say, I agree with you. You need to actually explain yourself. Give support for anything that you say. Otherwise, it doesn't count. So at least 2 more, responses in the conversation where you are giving your opinion and you're giving support for why you think that. I hope that kind of makes sense. And these case studies are due every single Friday, okay, up until the last couple, well, No, they're not actually. When are they? I think that these are due every other week because we only have 8. Yeah, I think I spread them out a lot more. This is not the same as, oh, we don't even have the due dates on here. Okay, you know what? The syllabus actually provides that information. Okay. So the syllabus kind of tells you what is due that week. All right, so it's gonna be every other week. Week 2, there is no case study due, but week 3, there is a case study due. And then week 4, there's a case study due. Week 5, no case study due. Okay, I know what I did here. I know what I did. I see the pattern. So basically, any week that we have an exam or a quiz, we are not going to have a case study due. But if it's a week that we don't have an exam or a quiz, then we do have a case study due that week. That is it. It's better if you look at the syllabus because that will tell you the week that things are due. And if that's the week that a case study is due, then it's going to be just due that Friday. Okay. So I hope that makes sense to you guys, if that helps. The syllabus says the case study 1 who has Friday the 28th, but currently case study 1 is still open, and on Blackboard it says it's due this Friday. Dang it. So those didn't match up. Well, if that's the case, then you guys have the rest of the week to get it done. Then that's my bad. When I mess up like this, you guys can have the better end of that compromise. So yeah, we'll make it this one just because I screwed that up. It will definitely be due this Friday instead of last Friday. So if you didn't do it last Friday, you have a chance right now to get that done. And then I'll just make sure I check all the other dates so that doesn't happen again. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. Do we have anything else? Anything else going on, guys? Okay, well, I did want to ask about the whole year quiz. How ready do you guys feel? It will be open after this meeting. So you guys can go ahead and start it. And I'm going to leave it open until Sunday night at midnight. So before we start the new week, it will close. Okay. A quiz review. So I was going to ask you guys how you guys want to handle quiz reviews, because we could always just do it together like I have always done in the past. But then I just kind of wanted to see if maybe you guys wanted, felt like it would be better if I gave you a link. How's it gonna work? I think if I give you a link to the quiz review, which is on Kahoot, and you guys can do it yourself, but you send me your scores. So I can look at your scores and I can provide you with extra credit that way. Either that, or we can all do this together. You guys can compete for higher scores, you know, because you're competing against each other, and then I would be willing to give those who score, you know, first, second, third, much higher extra credit, higher amounts. But so those are your two options. We all do it together, and you know, the winners, the top 5, will get higher amounts of extra credit. Or I could send you guys the link to do it yourself, and then you send me your results. You need to screenshot the whole thing and then I will give you a smaller amount of extra credit, but I will give everyone who sends that to me, shows me a screenshot that they did it, they completed it, then I will give you a few points added to your grade. So it looks like everyone wants the link and that you guys don't want to do it with me. I guess I'll give you guys the link then. That's fine. Okay, hold on one second. I'm gonna pull up the link because I'd rather just provide it to you all here since you showed up. So let me go ahead and get that together. And then you guys can have the link and you can do it right now, or you can do it whenever you feel like it. But I do need, if you're going to get any kind of extra credit for this, it has to be done before Sunday when the when your whole thing is due. Yeah, so it needs to be done before the quiz is actually due. I don't know why it's making me put in all this information. Okay. All right, let me find the Kahoot and then I can go ahead and give you guys the link. You know what, guys? There's a different way we can do this. 36. Okay. All right, you know what? This is how it's gonna work. You guys are going, I'm going to, I guess, just send everyone an invite to get the Kahoot, and then you can go ahead and review it, then take a screenshot of your results when you're finished, and you're gonna go ahead and, I'm gonna put a link on Blackboard in the attendance section, okay? And then that will be where you guys get to send me your screenshot. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add it right now. So don't email the screenshot, just get onto Blackboard and the attendance and syllabus section, and then there will be a link there for you to submit that, okay? Make sure you submit it before Sunday nights by midnight, because that is when it's gonna close, because that's when our quiz closes, okay? Now, what I need right now is, I actually need to take attendance so that I can find everyone who is, okay, let me just screenshot this. Yeah, so I'm gonna send everyone who is here a link, an invite link to a group, okay, where we are going to have, or that will send you guys a link to go ahead and take this Kahoot. All right, so I got the attendance, and that way everyone here has an extra credit opportunity. Other than that, on the YouTube playlist, okay, there is additional information. I have posted past Kahoot sessions on there. So if you do actually want some extra help for quiz 1, it would be a really good idea to watch those videos. Okay. So other than that, I think that's pretty much it. Do you guys have any other questions or anything else that you want to go over? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so I guess you guys are good to go. You should expect an invitation for the Kahoot group in your email shortly, and also you should see in the attendance section a link for you to go ahead and submit your screenshot that you did the Kahoot. Also, don't forget that the case study that I thought was due last Friday is actually due this Friday. And so anyone who didn't do it last Friday, make sure you get it done now or before Friday so that you can get credit for it, because I am, after Friday, I will put those grades in. So you'll want the grade, right? You want the points. Make sure you get that done, and I will check to make sure all the other due dates on the case studies are correct, because we want to make sure that, you know, that they're all in alignment, and then they all kind of go along with the syllabus, because the syllabus, I want the syllabus to be right, or the schedule on the syllabus to be correct, so that we can actually rely on that to keep the whole thing organized. So I will check the dates and make sure that they're all where they should be. Anything else? Oh, so we know we have Zoom meetings for review since we have filming. Yeah, for what we're gonna do is, let's see, because this one mainly, I just wanted to kind of get things straightened out. We will, the other Zoomings that I did have scheduled, they may still be there, but we're gonna kind of just see how the semester starts to go, because if it looks like we're fine, everything is running smooth, and we actually don't have to do this, then we won't. Okay, but if it looks like we do need to gather every so often, and we need to check in and make sure we're all getting everything that we need, and we're all on the same page, then we will have to have this going. And if we have this going, then I will be taking attendance, and I will also, for everyone who has attended, will be offered some form of extra credit or an extra credit opportunity, just like how today was. Okay, so we'll see how the next one is. Or if there is a next one, if it seems like we really don't need another one in a couple weeks, then we won't. So I hope that makes sense. So yeah, if it doesn't, if it doesn't seem like we need one, then I will go ahead and send out a link to the next review for your quiz. Okay, and then you guys can do the same thing. But if it does seem like we do need another Zoom meeting to check in and catch up and answer all the questions, or maybe we need to go over material, maybe the material is more difficult. So if that's the case, then we will definitely have another one and, you know, go over information that way. But it looks like we're good. So for now, we're good here. So the other Zoom meetings on there, they're not necessarily set in stone. We may cancel them. It just really kind of it just really depends on where we are as a group. Okay, so if everyone seems like we're all on the same page and we're all doing well, no one's left behind, no one's confused or anything like that, then clearly we don't need them. Okay, so it's a matter of what it looks like we need, what this particular class needs. All right, so, all right, that is what we're gonna do. Does anyone have anything else? No, okay, cool. I will, before we even have that next meeting, I will definitely be sending out information. Actually, I think I will take a survey. I will post a survey Okay, and if it seems like if everyone's doing fine, we can cancel the meeting and we won't even have it, and we can just do something remotely. I can send out a link to everyone. But if it seems like people are having issues, then I'm definitely going to keep the meeting going. All right, so keep a lookout for that survey. Make sure you guys take the surveys whenever I put them out so that I can see how you guys are doing. All right, so we can adjust the class accordingly. Anyway, seems like things are okay now, and I will let you all go. And I'll get that link over to you guys. Okay? So you guys have a great rest of your day. All right? Thank you. Bye, everyone.